So, what is up? Welcome to my channel. So, I went to go see Nope. I have been hearing some mixed reviews about it, but I loved it. And it's funny because I actually have like a story to tell prior to going to see Nope. So maybe it got to me because my paranoia was already like sky high. So I went to go see Nope. And when we were at the theater, my fiance and I, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go get, some snacks to go see the movie, to have during the movie. So I went to go get us some snacks, first I went to the bathroom, then I went to go get some snacks since I'm already out going to the bathroom. So on the way back, there's this dude and he looks like he's got security, like a security shirt on, I think, but it kind of didn't look like the other security uniform. So I'm thinking he's security, but then maybe he's not security because it doesn't look like the other uniforms. And when I tell you, he was staring daggers at me, I've never, if looks could kill, he was looking at me So that spooked me. So my anxiety's up to here. I'm just okay, this is how my brain works. I have anxiety. So when my anxious brain goes okay, so this dude is a people snatcher. He snatched people and he is disguising himself as security and I'm his target because guess what the dude does? He sits right behind me. So my anxiety, this is why I don't do edibles anymore, because I'd be paranoid. But my anxiety is already sky high. I felt better. I was sitting next to my fiance. Eventually he just left. He might not have been up to anything nefarious. I could have been it really easily because I do be paranoid sometimes. I'd be paranoid. But hey, I live in Atlanta, highest human trafficking capital. So I do be paranoid though. So I'm I feel better. So I'm getting back to watching the movie, but I guess that was maybe that's why it scared me a little extra because I'm already paranoia is already up here. Paranoia is up through the roof. But the movie itself, putting that little incident aside, the movie itself was amazing. I really loved it. I loved Keke Palmer's performance. I'm really happy to see her in things again. I'm sure she has a lot of projects that she's been in of late, but I'm really happy to start seeing her in the horror sci-fi genre. I would like to see her in more scary stuff. But this was a really good sci-fi pick. And what I really liked about it, I'm going to try and do my best to critique the movie without giving any spoilers. I liked how non-conventional the villain of the movie was, how unusual the alien or the villain looked of the movie. It was different, but at the same time, when I think about it, for all we know, that could be how they would look. We've never seen, or we don't know if we've seen a real UFO. You know what I'm saying? We've only seen how they typically look in sci-fi genres, or how the old sci-fi genres have started, how they made them the beginning, and then it seems like every other alien, every other sci-fi genre centering UFOs have copied that formula, and I appreciate that Jordan Peele steps out of that box. I think that's cool. I think it was King of Reeds said that it looked like some bed sheets. He's funny. I love watching his channel, but some bed sheets. But yeah, it was great. Keke Palmer's performance was amazing. Daniel Kaluuya, I hope I'm not butchering his name. His performance was amazing as per usual. Had Steven Yeun in it. Barbie Ferreira, like, she was great, even though she had a minimal part, but it was nice seeing her. I love her in Euphoria. So like, it was a great movie. I enjoyed it. I love a good sci-fi. I think that was a good sci-fi. I'm gonna be honest, it might have been, I would say, Us being at number one. I know a lot of people didn't like Us. That's one of my favorites. Us being at number one, this might be number two. I liked Get Out too, but I really, to be honest, I liked all three of them, Jordan Peele's movies. I think it's just like, he's got 3 for 3 right now, in my opinion. I know some people didn't understand the significance of, you know, the chimpanzee, which I don't understand how some people didn't get that. I don't get that, how you didn't get the whole point of the movie. Like, you know, that was kind of like a, you know, you can't tame a wild animal allegory, and which is, that's why I don't mess with wild animals. I don't mess with no damn chimpanzees, no apes. I don't understand why people be wanting to work with, that's a whole nother, they be wanting to work with these doggone apes. Okay, I'm like, I don't want to work with anything that could rip me in half. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want to work with nothing that could rip me in half. I don't want to work with anything that could bite a chunk off my leg. Like, I will look at them in books and on TV. Leave that to them. But, like, part of me is even afraid to work with horses, to be honest, because they can tear you up too. Like, they'll knock you clean out. Like, but the movie was great sci-fi film. I saw a bit of a social commentary. Like, there were a few, if you really, like, you know, want to look at it, but also I don't think there has to be, like, you know, this time it didn't seem like social commentary was at the forefront. It's kind of more like subtle. The social commentary is more subtle. And what I love about Jordan Peele's films is it's just sci-fi and horror centering Black people, which we up until now haven't seen. Like, the Black person in the horror film or the Black person in the sci-fi film, before we were always either the funny friend that gets killed first or just the Black person that gets killed first. He started kind of a movement, because I'm seeing more Black directors, or Black horror directors specifically, rise to the occasion, and I think that's great. More Black horror films, more Black people in sci-fi. Like, tired of these, like, and I know the stories have to be told. Like, I don't want to hear about Black trauma anymore. I don't want to hear, like, I'm Black, I know Black trauma. We live it every day. So it's refreshing to see Black people in horror, Black people in sci-fi, Black people in fantasy, and I will always stand that. Like, we stand Jordan Peele in this house. Nope was great. Definitely go see it if you haven't gone to see it. The trailer doesn't tell us anything. Like, I didn't know what to expect when I saw this movie, and I do like that. I would like to see more of that, especially when it comes to horror. Another horror film that did that was Malignant. Like, I didn't know what to expect going in, and I loved Malignant. I loved it. That was a good, because I didn't even know it was a sci-fi film. Like, I didn't even know. I didn't even know it was a sci-fi horror. Like, I'm thinking it's a ghost story. Like, I'm thinking it's a ghost or something. The house is haunted. I'm like, this is a whole sci-fi movie. It went from sci-fi to action. Like, that movie was a real good one too. Go watch it. But that's all I got for this video. I just want to talk about Nope, because you know your girl loves horror. So if you haven't gone see it, I'm pretty sure I didn't give any spoilers. Like, if you haven't gone to see it, go see it and enjoy. Have a good day. Hydrate yourself. It's hot out here. Get some rest. Take a walk. I'll see you guys next time.